Meow! Welcome to Select Arcane, and welcome to the 4th installment of the Globetrotter Model Horse Show series. In this series, we're traveling to every NAMSA region and every country that hosts model horse shows, comparing, contrasting, and seeing what makes each place special. So grab your passport, let's go, we're heading to Region 9. Fitting within this region, we have Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, and DC. Though small by area, it is mighty. It's one of the most populated regions, has some of the most important collections, and averages the largest amount of shows per year. Repping for 9 is, are you kidding me? It's been the NAMSA Member Show of the Year not once, but twice, and last year came in as runner-up. So I think we're in for a real treat. It was fortuitous that this show really is only about 5.5 hours away from me, which by model horse show standards is pretty local. And even with a slight delay at the border, I arrived at exactly 5:30 p.m. for the kickoff party at the Caffeinated Cat Cafe. I wasn't the only early bird. The cafe was already packed with both showers and felines.
Hi, I'm Heather Bohonic, and
I'm Kelly Carricker.
And I'm Kelly Weimer.
And we are the hosts of Are You Kidding Me Live. We are here at the Caffeinated Cat Cafe, which is an affiliate of the rescue beneficiary that the show, supports. We usually do a Friday evening event here where people can just come hang out, talk. The showing can be very chaotic, and sometimes we don't get to talk to our friends, and I feel like that's one of the most important parts of showing. But Are You Kidding Me Live started from a group chat where these 3 cat ladies decided we wanted to try to find a way for the hobby to benefit, to support a rescue. We're all very passionate about Wayward, which is the rescue affiliated here. And we have cats. I have 3 cats from here. Kelly has
2 cats,
2.
5 total.
We're working on the other Kelly. She's ready for more cats.
Yeah,
she only has 2.
Maximum density.
Rookie numbers over there.
We'll talk to Mr. Weimer about that.
But the show means a lot to us because it supports cats. We love them, and anything we can do to help them makes us all very happy.
And now I think is the perfect time to talk about the sponsor for this video.
Hi, I am Caitlin with Wayward Whiskers and Caffeinated Cat Cafe, as well as Spay It Forward Spay and Neuter Clinic. We're here today to promote this wonderful event that benefits our cats and kittens and our rescue. Wayward Whiskers was founded in 2015 by myself and my husband to help local community cats. Since then, we've opened a Caffeinated Cat Cafe in 2019 and then added a spay and neuter clinic in 2021. Our organization often fosters close to 250 cats at any given time. That ranges from obviously being in foster home to living here at the cafe, as well as some clinic cats as well. In the addition of our spay and neuter clinic, we do a lot of trap neuter release and help a lot of financially strained families who may not be able to afford veterinary care for their animals. So there's a lot of good things going on. We very much appreciate the support of this wonderful group with this unique hobby, and especially the organizers of the group who are adopters of Wayward Whiskers, which is fantastic. But we could not do what we're doing without the support of individuals like everyone who participates in this wonderful show. So we very much thank you guys for your support and everything you do. And the cats and kittens of our community, very much thank you.
While chatting with other hobbyists at the cafe and enjoying a great chai latte, I learned that the cafe was a real highlight pre-show. Not only that, a lot of hobbyists have adopted Wayward Whisker cats. My personal favorite feline was Espresso. I feel that her and I really bonded, and the only reason I didn't take her home was because I had an international border to cross. But soon 7:30 rolled around and the party came to a close. everybody broke off to go get their own dinners, and I joined Kathy and Maya to go to Eaton Park, a legendary family restaurant that is very prevalent in Region 9. Yes, of course I got the smiley cookie. After saying our farewells, I moseyed off to my hotel, and I was honestly so tired I just passed out. But it was an early start the next morning. With daylight savings behind us, I was just really glad I wasn't driving in the dark. This was my first official time in PA, and I don't think I appreciated how hilly the land would be. From the outside, the hall seemed quite unassuming, but the inside was a lot larger. It had this weird layout broken into almost 3 parts, and show rings were fitted in like custom-made islands. Showers themselves wrapped all the way around the hall, so you did have to commute to your rings and to find your friends. Everyone received a very generous little welcome package, not only a class list and a goodie bag, but also the new Leslie Kathman Breed reference list, a custom cookie, and hold on, let me open the bag. Look at all the goodies inside. Pony pouches, stickers, chocolates, candies, and my personal favorite, the pierogi cat toy. I'll definitely need to test that on Suki as soon as I'm home. The judges did their huddle, and then the show was announced as open. With 5 rings running at once across 14 divisions, the day was sort of split in half. We were warned well ahead of time that this was going to be an extremely fast-paced, intense show, and you'll see why in a minute. But my personal morning was very quiet because I don't have very many large traditionals, so I did get to spend a lot of time walking around getting footage. And what really caught my eye was the raffle table. It was just a sea of paper bags, and everywhere you looked there were more and more and more. And that didn't even count the special raffle item or the silent auction.
Hi, my name's Beth Earl. I am here at Are You Kitten Me Live. I've known the Kellys and Heather and Mel and Stacy for several years, and today I'm here at their live show where, as you can see, we have about 70 people and other helpers here to raise money for Wayward Whiskers. Last year, the ladies raised $12,500, and we're hoping to meet that or exceed this year. What I'm doing, as you can see, I have raffle tickets here. I'm helping sell the raffle tickets to get money for the cats, and I'm also helping to run the silent auction lots. We have 15 silent auction lots and 144 separate raffle lots. Everybody is always so generous when we mention the cats at Wayward Whiskers, and we really love being able to help them in their mission to save and rescue and take care of as many cats as possible. I think Heather mentioned earlier that they were recently able to purchase an x-ray machine to have in-house, and we were very happy to be a part of that. We also have a raffle donation for if you bring items for the cats that they need on their wish list. We put everybody into a raffle as well. So we are really hoping that this is going to be a good fundraising year for Wayward Whiskers. Everybody has been so incredibly generous, and we really appreciate all the help and support.
So I mentioned the speed and the intensity earlier. I heard numerous showers independently agree that Kitten Me was kind of your best precursor to Breyerfest Live. The Breyer table was overwhelming, to say the least. I asked the judge, and her largest class of the day had over 100 horses in it. And all of these were very nice models. And then I asked the really important question, what makes Region 9 different from other regions and what makes it special? This is what our hosts had to say.
That's a spicy question.
Very spicy.
Region 9's a little odd. I feel that on the western side of PA, we're a little bit split from the eastern side of PA, and
I feel
a
that.
lot of the shows I show are actually in Region 7 because we're close to the
Closer.
border. We're near Pittsburgh, so we're on the western part of Region 9.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
It's a faster drive to Ohio
Agreed.
than it is to the other
than
side
like
of the state.
Leesport or some of the other shows
Pennsylvania's big.
that are
Yeah.
It's like 6 hours to the other side of the state.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are a lot of shows
We
Yes.
do have a lot of shows in Region 9.
compared to some other regions that don't really have a lot.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
We're very fortunate in that matter.
And I think a lot of the shows in this region do tend to be double judged. And
That's
they have
very
a
nice.
nice emphasis on collectability, which I like to show.
Yes.
They're more welcoming to China. I don't get a lot of China shows, but I feel like I've found several in the last couple of years that are in this
They've been
area.
more, yes.
Yeah, makes me happy.
She's very happy.
Hi, my name is Jillian Tozer. I am a model horse exhibitor in Region 9. I've been showing for the past 12 to 13 years. I've now shown in 3 or 4 different regions, and I think Region 9 is really interesting because we have a very diverse mix of hobbyists here. We have an eclectic mix of what it gets shown as well. I think we have a really interesting China division. I think the resins that show up here can be very interesting, as well as our collectability in OF Briar and Stone. I just think that every show here is very unique in its own right. Here at Are You Kidding Me, we definitely have a very large group compared to some of our other shows. I've also shown in Delaware and New York and Virginia, and even going to just different states within this region and surrounding. Like, every mix of people is just so diverse, and what they bring to the shows is so eclectic as well. So I think truly just the utter diversity is what makes it really unique here. I think Kitten Me is a special show because of the people who run it and the people who attend. Everyone here is super, super open and welcoming. I've not had a single negative interaction with any person who's attended this show. Everyone is so fun and welcoming. Coming to the Cat Cafe beforehand and meeting everybody, or just going throughout your day and seeing what everyone else is doing. Everyone's super open to talking to you. They have a lot of really cool raffles and prizes that get donated here. I think they just have a really supportive community.
While my morning was slow, it was productive. 2 of my traditional resins earned Nan cards, and my Victrix, named Incidental Kiss, a portrait of one of my late mares, earned a reserve sectional champion for Warm Blood Sport breed, marking that as my second lifetime sectional championship. And then the pizza arrived. Region 9 is the second region I encountered on my travels that served pizza during lunch. As soon as it was served, the whole show hall beelined. But the pizza wasn't all. The cat-finated cat group showed up and started serving drinks. All drinks were horse-themed, of course, and it was a very, very popular attraction. Everybody needed the caffeine to get through the second half of the day. So this officially marks my first pop-up cafe at a show. During lunch, the fun classes took place. All were, of course, cat-themed. Showers had 5 bingo chips each that were on our tables before our arrival, and we all used these to vote for our favorite fun class entries, one for each of the 5 classes. Gotta say, I came pretty close with my cat and horse entry. My personal favorite was the cat ashes on the table. Rest in peace, Cosmo. It was a very short 30-minute window for lunch, and then we were full throttle into the second half of the day. What I found was very unique about Region 9 was the custom glaze division. Other than at Briarfest, I don't think I have ever seen this division at a regular live show before. Look at the artistry, absolutely stunning. I didn't want to even go near the table, but I did at the same time. But you know what really got me that I found absolutely fascinating? I had numerous people soliciting me to go to the next show. Rainbow Rave, Trails and Tales, Steel City Live, the list just goes on. Are you gonna be there? It's on this date, you have to come. Oh, it's a great show. The passion and the intensity. It was pretty clear to me that Region 9 was serious about model horse shows. This is something I have not encountered anywhere else.
Hello, my name is Abby Kennedy. I am the host of Steel City Live here in Region 9. It's one of the fall shows that is going on its third year now, which is very exciting. I've been in the hobby since I was 12, so over 10 years now. It was always my dream as a kid to host a live show and just bring everybody together. This show is kind of what started all that for me. Before it was Are You Kidding Me Live, it was Greater Pittsburgh Model Horse Show years and years back. It was my first show, and ever since then I kind of knew the path that I wanted to take. I started Steel City Live as kind of a different show from this one. If you've heard about Region 9 or you show in Region 9, there is a rumor or an assumption that it is very cliquey and there can be some crazy stuff happening, which is definitely true. So I started Steel City Live as a way to kind of bust that rumor and just have a fun day with everybody and just make sure that everybody wins something, everybody leaves feeling good, everybody has a good day. Compared to the show, we are a lot smaller. We only have about 30 to 35 people every year. We make sure that we kind of stay that way just because Region 9 shows are very typically massive, insane competition-wise. So I just wanted kind of a different feel than that, just somewhere where we could all just come together and really have fun and not have it be so, oh my god, there's 250 quarter horses on the table, what am I gonna do? So that's kind of how Steel City Live came about. Like I said, we are going on our third year. It is October 10th if anybody wants to come. Region 9 is by far the most intense region that I show in. I've done a few Region X shows, a few Region 7 shows, and a few Region 1 shows. Region 9 is a beast in and of itself. There are so many OOKs and test models and crazy, insane pieces that you will not see anywhere else. But every single show, you're always learning and you're always growing as a model horse person. And I love it. And I wouldn't trade living in Region 9 for anything.
Another very interesting division that I observed was the other plastic division. This is something that I have only seen back at home in Region 11 where we tried once or twice and it never took off. Our other plastics simply just show a stone, and by other plastic I mean copper fox. There were some exceptional entries in this division and some very unique ones. The cat classes also began to run. Can't have a cat-themed show without cat classes. In my wanderings at the cafe and at the show, I heard a rumor about Region 9, and I was dying to know if it was true. I heard a rumor that Region 9 is the only region who discriminates by horses' age on the table.
Whoa.
As
not
far
this
as
show.
vintage versus
As
new,
or if you have a model on the table and the horse is gray, you need to say what age that horse is, if it's gray or
Oh.
Oh, yeah, not with us.
Not in
Not
this
with
show.
That may be happening, but not in our show.
Definitely not in this show.
So the rumor is absolutely true. We do discriminate on age in Region 9. Foals need to be aged and grades need to be aged. It doesn't have to be entirely specific. Let me preface. Prime example here. I have this lovely little laying foal. I'm guesstimating maybe 2 months old. Off of science. I'm not going. I wouldn't say every single show is like it's absolutely mandatory that you do it. It's not usually written in any of the show packets that you do it either, which is a sneaky little thing. Because if you're not from this region and you haven't heard the rumor, you probably wouldn't know to age them. There are some judges that they don't care, but for the most part, the rumor is absolutely true. You do need to age any foals that you have.
4.
Before the end of the show, the raffle began to run. With 144 entries, it would have been impossible to name them all out, so the hosts very quietly pulled all the names out of the bags and did the recordings. The winners were placed on a board corresponding to each lot, and I had only seen this method once before at Resin Renaissance last year, so I thought it was very interesting. When the board was completely full, I really appreciated the raffle courier service. If a shower won more than one item, they were all placed in a box and hand-delivered to their table, or wherever that shower was at the time. I was super lucky to win this Brie Cundiff painted Micro Mini. She was hand-delivered to me right before a class that she could enter, so I was super lucky that I could show her. But that's not all. Remember that special raffle I mentioned? Breyer generously donated an Addison and Clark. This set was from the Sweet Home Chicago event.
The winner is Gianna Palladini.
Oh my gosh!
The silent auction wasn't so silent after all. After the sheets were filled with quiet bids, Beth started the live portion. She drove hard sales and squeezed every penny out of everybody at the show hall.
$8.75 going once. $8.75 going twice. Sold for $8.75 to Kendall. Thank you so much.
Even though we were coming to the end of the day and approaching 13 and a half hours at the show hall, Kitten Me did not wind down. It didn't get slower, and people were not trickling out of the show hall like I'm used to. Instead, classes ran right up until the end. The raffle courier service kept on working until all lots were given out. And of course, the last championship started to be awarded, including the overall championship.
All right, it's the end of the day. We're all very tired, but we're ready to announce our best in show. We were able to look at everything. The horses are beautiful. Thank you for bringing them out for us. I mean, we did have two that kind of split the group, but we have come to a conclusion, and we have picked Sarah? Heather May's Pam. The test English Pam. She's incredible. We all are very fond of her and would like to steal her. Region 9!
And suddenly, all the classes were done and poof, people just disappeared. The show hall was suddenly empty, but there were a few people hanging back because they knew what was coming next. So we said our goodbyes to the people who weren't going to be joining us, said goodbye to the show hall, at least until next year, and proceeded towards Belvern, coincidentally where my hotel was. A massive group of us packed into Mexican flavors. I don't think they saw us coming. It was quite a few people from Region 7 who had traveled for the show, as well as a few Region 9s. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but it was some really, really good Tex-Mex. Region 5, you'll just have to prove me wrong when I get to you. Now, I just want to preface that I didn't know anybody before attending this show. Just one other person that I had previously met. And everybody here was so warm and welcoming. You'll notice that there were a lot of interviews in this specific episode. That's because the hosts were really into it and forcing people to have interviews. But people came up on their own as well. To be quite honest, I don't think I've ever been to such a passionate region before. It's intense down here, but if you want to have a really good time, this is also where to go. And that's it. I spent one more night and then proceeded home. So, the final thoughts on Are You Kitten Me? What a fun show. The hosts are great, the people are great, and it's an event that's very different from other shows. I'm putting my official Globetrotter stamp of approval. And in case you're curious about how much money was raised for Wayward Whiskers this year, $13,400. I'll put this show's page link in the description below so that you can look at it for next year. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram @SelectArcane or on Facebook with the same name. Our next adventure is taking us to a state that I promised that we would go to last year. Good barbecue, Dolly Parton, and Elvis. Where are we going next?